Thank you very much for joining me on this Monday. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields. I've seen the scenes. I'm thinking of you in Trinidad and Tobago as a tough forecast over the last week. I like to give you the heads up, but I don't like the end result of course, the flooding we have had. I'm thinking of you. We're still dealing with it, and we are going to deal with it the next couple days. So focusing on this area, but I do have some good news as well to pass along with things starting to lessen as far as the rain is concerned here. Then we get over here and you see this blob near Panama, Colombia, watching a flare up in the Western Caribbean. I was talking about this in yesterday's video and in the video before, looking ahead and over toward Belize, a better chance of rain. So Eastern Caribbean eventually seeing things change. Western Caribbean, though, things are about to pick up. So I'm going to break this down. We're going to go over the computer models, the flood potential still in the Eastern Caribbean. I'm going to take you ahead with the forecast for the week. And then you see here, look at this front moving off the east coast of the United States. There's Bermuda right there. The tail end of this swinging all the way down toward the Yucatan of Mexico and even drawing in some of the moisture in Belize. I want to talk about that in a second, how that ties in. But this front moving off to the east, that's a front as well. Also moving off to the east, common this time of year. You get a lot of fronts up there. The major issue, though, what we have going on down here, and it's not just here now. This is why I was giving us the heads up in our western zones yesterday for the focus of rain and storms. But with that said, while we still have action here over toward parts of Venezuela, Guyana, and of course Trinidad and Tobago, near Grenada, watching near St. Vincent and the Grenadines, while we have activity, it's not as much, but a little flare up near the coast, especially your northern coast of Guyana. Please keep me posted on what's going on where you are. Then you see this big flare up near Colombia. Most of the action offshore. I'm not seeing this organizing into a system or anything like that, but a lot of rain here. And then look at this rain here as we work our way toward Belize, and also not missing parts of Costa Rica and Nicaragua. Not as much Cuba, Cayman Islands, Jamaica, but we're going to see our rain chance picking up as well all the way back toward Puerto Rico as the week goes on. But let me take you into a couple spots to focus in on what's going on. Here we are, Trinidad and Tobago. Yesterday, we had a huge flare-up of the cloud cover, so not as much today. That is some of the good news, but still, look at the clouds, and the brighter clouds telling me we have taller clouds, and those hold a lot more moisture, a lot more rain. So watching this area very closely, because even though we're not going to have the rain that we had yesterday in spots, it doesn't take much. We have those rivers that are past capacity. We've had the slides or slips, whatever you want to call them, the mudslides, the rock slides. We have homes that have taken on quite a bit of water. So I'm thinking of you. And again, it does, while the rain overall, that's the good news, does lessen some, still, it doesn't take much. Passing thunderstorm will add to that flooding. And I'm going to dive into that further for Trinidad and Tobago. This is new again over toward Belize, Punta Gorda, over toward New Haven, south side, Belize City south. You see the flare up of clouds here. And this is actually tied in. I mentioned that front. There's a front up to the north, and that front to the north is actually feeding in some of this moisture, kind of wrapping it in, and that's why we have that better chance of rain throughout Belize as the day goes on. It is tied to that front up to the north with that flow kind of just drawing that moisture in. So let me break it down in particular. Now I'm keeping an eye on the ABC Islands. Now the rain that we've had in Trinidad and Tobago doesn't just move over toward the ABC Islands. This isn't a hurricane. This is not a tropical storm in which we have a landfalling event. This was a big area of rain, but it's breaking apart some. So still watching near Guyana, Trinidad and Tobago. Today, some spots could still get 75 millimeters. That's 3 inches of rain or more. And then especially Trinidad, Tobago, south through Guyana and Suriname. And again, if you do get that, that obviously adds to those flooding concerns. So at least we have some good news with things lessening, but we're still going to see some rain in storms and spots. Please let me know what's going on where you are in the comments section. So here's the breakdown. Now look at this. Today, watching the rivers flooding, the mudslides, the forecast that we've been talking about together for the last week has stayed right on track. Tomorrow, so we have a rain chance of about 60% today as a whole in Trinidad and Tobago, but tomorrow we're down to about a 40% chance. So that's some good news, but still, if you get a passing shower or storm, you know everything's already elevated. That could still lead to some more flooding, but at least we need to cut off some of the rain. At least we're now starting to see a pattern change over toward Trinidad and Tobago. So that's some of the good news. So let me get to the tropical model. You can pick a spot on the map where you are, Jamaica, Haiti. This is that complex of rain that I'm watching. Today, still that higher chance of rain. Just showed you that forecast, and you see the rain and storms, Belize, Honduras, Nicaragua. Now, ABC Islands, we're not going to get a huge blob of rain, but Aruba, Curacao, northern Venezuela, Bonaire, northern sections of Colombia, we're still going to see scattered showers and storms as the day goes on. Elsewhere, a little flow out of the northeast near Puerto Rico, so St. Kitts and Nevis, Antigua and Barbuda over toward Anguilla, scattered showers and storms, 30, maybe 40% chance in that neck of the woods, but here's that higher chance. I was showing you that blob earlier. So Panama, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, isolated flooding, Honduras, and Belize, things have already picked up as far as that rain is concerned. Now, let me take you out in time. I want to bring you through today, but flip over into tomorrow morning. Now, tomorrow morning, this is some good news here because look at Trinidad and there's still rain nearby. We're still going to have rain in spots, so it doesn't cut off right away, but at least it's not as widespread. So still that chance of rain, even tomorrow morning in some spots, but again, a gradual lessening of some of the rain as we get into the areas in the southeastern Caribbean that have been hit so hard with the flooding. And then bringing you into tomorrow afternoon, you can see that I was showing you that blob of rain earlier. That's going to move toward Nicaragua. Look at that tomorrow afternoon. Not as much in Trinidad and Tobago. That's why I was showing you I have a 40% rain chance for us. And then as we move forward, for us in the Western Caribbean, back through Central America, this kind of flow brings in scattered showers and storms, and it picks up a little bit tomorrow afternoon and evening. Scattered showers and storms, Cayman Islands, spotty one or two, Cuba, Jamaica, Haiti, a little bit more over toward the Bahamas with an old front, and then kind of going around the Horn, Virgin Islands, St. Martin, St. Croix. We'll see some spotty showers and storms, Montserrat. As we get toward Ponce in Puerto Rico, we could see a shower or storm popping up over towards San Juan tomorrow morning. So as far as the rain is concerned, you can see some spots in Belize today. Not all of us, but some spots could get about 50 millimeters, this blue shading you're seeing there, which would be about an inch or two of rain. More Costa Rica, Nicaragua, and then again, still, as I mentioned earlier, parts of Guyana, northern Venezuela, Trinidad and Tobago, we could see some spots getting about 3 inches or 75 millimeters of rain. And then elsewhere, just some spotty stuff where it could pick up a quick inch or two, 25 millimeters to about 50 millimeters of some rain. So let me get into some forecasts for you. In Belize, the rain chance has picked up. I showed you that moisture that's getting tied into that front. So 50% chance of rain and storms today, 84 degrees Fahrenheit, 29 Celsius, winds out of the east at 15 miles per hour, 24 kilometers an hour. Grenada on the edge of some showers and storms scattered about today, about a 30 to 40% chance, 29 degrees Celsius, about 84 degrees Fahrenheit for the temps. And my friends in St. Lucia for the day ahead, not a ton of action. Spotty shower storm. Let me know if you get one. About a 30% chance. 29 degrees, winds east-northeast at 32 kilometers an hour, 20 miles per hour. So if you're not getting a shower storm, partly cloudy skies. So again, thank you for the comments, building this weather community. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate all the new subscribers, and so many of you have been sharing this channel. I appreciate that very, very much. Please stay safe and have a good rest of your day.